2, 1, and we are live. For those of us who are in the Facebook right now, I'm live with Jordan in the group. I'm going to drop the group link here so you can come and join us. And you're going to do this really amazing conversation that I'm going to have with the amazing, amazing Jordan right now. I'm so excited about this. I was not meant to do this interview, but my amazing sister friend, Audrea, is going to be jumping on here as well. Let me drop this on the Facebook page right now. And if you want to come and join the conversation that we have waited for such a long time, then click that link and holla over to the link where we are now live. I'm going to close my Facebook Live. Thank you guys for staying with us. See you on the other side. Bye for now, you all. So Jordan, welcome, 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 welcome. It's our first contact. I know you weren't expecting to see me. You wanted to see Audrea. I'm so sorry. No. I'm not as beautiful as she is, but I promise you, I'll do my best. So we had some technical glitches. Thank you so much for getting Be Live TV. Do you know this app before, or is it new for you?
I've heard about it before, but I didn't use it.
Fabulous. That's okay. Great. You millennials just know how to do this stuff. We're old people. We don't know how to do this stuff. So that's just how it is. So Jordan, here's what I'd love you to do for me if you can. I'm gonna drop in the Be Live link right now. A link if you have any brethren and friends who you want to come out here and join us. I can't remember how to do this, but I'm gonna drop it right here, right now anyway. Or comments. Can I leave a comment? I can't in the group. But I'm gonna drop the link, and if you have anybody who you want to come and join us, the conversation, the link is really under here, so they can come and join us.
Okay.
So the group is really all about self-love and self-esteem and self-forgiveness and growth and development. But it's also about forgiveness. And I suppose for me personally, I'm not going to talk too much because I've been chatting all day and I'm tired. I think what I'd love you to do is, if you can share the link so your friends could join the group, 1, but also number 2 is if you could tell us a bit about who you are, that would be really helpful. And then we could take it from there.
Okay, let me share the link. Do you know what it is? I'm not technology that savvy, and I'm not going to lie to you.
In the group, so I'm going to send the link to Audrea. And Audrea could send it to you because I don't have your deets, right? And then you could just send it out to some friends, and they could say, "Yeah, where I'm live, Bridget, come and check me out," right? So let me do this real quickly. Hold on, I'm just trying to get my computer has like 1,000 things on it right now, and it's just really struggling. But let me get the link to you. Audrea, where are you? Can't find her because my computer has too many things opened and it's struggling to just, they say Mac can hold everything, but Mac doesn't hold everything. So I've sent the link to Audrea. I don't know if Audrea is watching, but if Audrea is watching, Audrea could send the link to you. But in the meantime, that's going on, while you're sending the link to your friends, tell us a little bit about who you are, where you are. That was amazing.
So I'm 25 years old. Young, trying to make it in this world. I would say I'm somewhat ambitious. I would say I'm ambitious, but it's like, you know, sometimes you have an off day and it's like even this morning, I was supposed to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Didn't happen. So I was
where's your alarm clock?
My alarm clock. Do you know, usually I wake up. I usually wake up automatically. I usually wake up and I'm like, yeah, let's go. But today was like, I don't know, it was like one of those off days. I woke up at 8. I was like, 8 is a bit late for me. But she sent me the link. She just sent me the link.
Send some of the friends to come over and have a quick look. So I suppose, so Jordan's gone. So Jordan has left me. So Jordan left me. Jordan's gone. Jordan left me. Jordan's gone. Jordan left me. Jordan left me. Jordan is gone. Jordan left me. Jordan is gone. I'm having a really nice day today. So Jordan left. Okay, Audrea, just in case you're not there, Jordan has left me, okay? Audrea, jump on the link if you can. Jordan left me. Jordan left me. Don't know where he went. But guys, we have had some really serious technical issues. It's not even an excuse anymore. It's not an excuse. We should have gotten this together. So we dropped the ball, and I have to put my hands up. We dropped the ball. And what I've done since that, I've sent all my guests. So tomorrow we have Linda. I've sent them the link to make sure that they're prepped for this. And we're going to make sure we get technology under control, because we have some great interviews coming up. And it will be a real shame that we cannot have people on because we don't have our technology all together. So I am hoping that Jordan comes back and join the conversation, that we could have something meaningful and worthwhile, and just kind of hear his story and make sure, grab the nugget from it that we can, and see how best this is going to serve us and serve the bigger community that we have here. In the meantime, just to remind you of some of the persons that are coming up in the next couple of days, we have Dr. Michelle McDowell, who is a psychologist. We have Stephanie Pachtra, I can't say her name, my German client, who's coming to share her journey with you guys, and about forgiveness and self-esteem. She's actually just joined the group today. We have Mark Clark, who's coming. We have, Shari. I want to get the name right. We got Laura, who's coming. We got the amazing Audrey's got some great guests coming up, so I don't want to get it wrong. We have Shireen. We have Laura, Joan Baxter, and quite a number. We've got Glenford. Quite a number of other persons who are coming on here. I don't know what's going on with Jordan, Audrea. I can't have an update. I don't know. I'm gonna call Audrea, and if not, I'm gonna just abort this tonight. It's after 8, and we have really tried today. And I must only apologize to those who have decided to come and join us. But tonight, I really wanted to hear Jordan's journey, but for whatever reason, Jordan has left me. He's gone.
Oh, goodness.
He's gone.
I've just told him to come out and come back in.
Okay. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna abort this tonight, because it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I've been trying this. But Audrey, please ask all of your speakers to download Be Live, yeah, so that we don't have this tomorrow. Well, I'm definitely not gonna have this tomorrow, but can you please ask all of them to download it? I've sent it to everybody I'm speaking. That way we don't have this hit, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I talk to you now because we're still live.
Okay.
We talk off the air, baby. Cool.
Okay,
Bye-bye. So we're hoping that Jordan will join us back, and we can drive something here and make it meaningful and good. I'm sure he has something valuable to share with us. And it's one of those things. These things happen. Awesome. I love these kind of emails. They are just amazing. I just love these. I just got an email that was just so amazing. And I just love those kind of emails. They're just so amazing. I just love them. They just says yes. I just got an email from a client who said, I'm ready to start my journey. Ava, I'm ready to start working with you. I love those emails, because those emails just say that people are just so ready. They're just so ready. They're so ready to start. And when people are ready to start their journey, I don't want to stand in the way. So we are waiting for Jordan. Where is Jordan? Where could Jordan be? I'm here by myself. You guys don't, I've just lost my senses, right? I'm just like by myself. And just by myself. I'm just by my lonelies. I'm just by my lonelies. I'm just by my lonelies, waiting for Jordan to come. Some of you are gonna laugh at me. This is not looking very good, but we have technical difficulties. So please remember, these things happen. They happen. They happen. They so happen. Please understand, These things happen. They happen, they happen, they happen. I am waiting on Jordan to come. Can somebody tell me if he's coming back? I don't want to sit here forever. If Jordan has left for good, I'm in my lonesome. I have to sing, Audria, 'cause right now nothing else is happening. Hi, Jordan, are you coming back? If not, I'm going to say goodbye. Can somebody tell me if Jordan is coming back? 'Cause if he isn't coming back, I do not want to waste my time. I'm in my lonesome. I'm giving it 2 more minutes. So it's now 8:10. And if Jordan doesn't come in another 2 minutes, I am going to be gone. Audria, shall you jump on here? And let's just quickly wrap this up. 'Cause we are not having the success we planned. So let's retire for another fight. Tomorrow is another day. And all shall be ripe. I'm all in my lonesome. I'm all there tonight. Nobody is here. I'm in my lonesome. I am all here tonight. I'm in my lonesome. I am all here tonight. Is anybody joining me? I am in my lonesome. Okay. I think that's a wrap, guys. I'm so sorry about the technical glitch. I feel really bad that 2 days in a row I've had to apologize about this technical glitch. But I promise you I'm going to fix this. And tomorrow when I come back with Linda, we're going to be in here and we're going to make sure we don't have any of this. So I'm going to wrap this up now because it's not going on. I've been at it now for an hour and a bit. And it's been a long time. And it's not happening. So you need to know when to retreat and surrender. And I'm going to surrender, not to give up, but to surrender for another day. So thank you much for being here. I'm so sorry. I apologize profusely. And make sure the next speakers come good. And if they're not going to come good, I won't have them. First of all, we have to make sure our technical issues are resolved before we come on here. We tried tonight from after 7. We were trying really early. So we did not just show up and it didn't work. We have been trying. But it's no excuse. So we dropped the ball, hands up, we dropped the ball, and I take full responsibility for that. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Good night, and thank you for being forgiving. Oh, Jordan is here because I'm about to come off. It looks like Jordan is back.
Sorry, I don't know what was happening there.
I was about to come off, literally. I was just about to press come off. So, Jordan, guess what? We've been here for a while. Tell us your story. And in it, we want to hear your journey of self-love and self-confidence and self-esteem and forgiveness and whatever else you want to share with us. So I'm going to shut up and hand it over to you.
So let me go back to like age 2. So age 2, I fell from a window, like fractured my skull, like broke my legs, everything. But back then I was thinking, like, even as a child, I was thinking maybe this is like it. This is it. Like 2 years old, dropped from the window, like fractured my skull. Parts of my brains are missing, whatever. Reflecting back now is like, oh wow, like maybe I'm destined for something, but I'm not too sure what. So I used to blame my mother. I'd be like, oh mom, like you did this, like you did that. But then I realized that, you know what? It's kind of like either you weaken yourself by blaming other people, or you strengthen yourself by saying, you know what, this is God's plan. This is a spiritual plan. This is something deeper than just human flesh, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that was age 2. So literally my life support was just about to be turned off, and I
Your life.
woke up.
Hold, Jordan, I want you to slow down, honey, because I want to
Yeah,
hear every word you are saying. So let's go back. So slowly talk. Your
yeah,
life support was about to be cut off.
yeah. My life support was about to get cut off, and
Mm-hmm.
then like my family was around me. There was pastors, there was preachers, there was like holy people around me, and then like the doctors were just about to turn my life support off, and then I woke up, and I was like, everyone was surprised. Even to
Wow.
the, even to this day, people only remember me for that incident. Like people stop me in the street, like you're the kid that fell from that window, and I was like, yeah, like that's me, and I'm like, it's crazy how like something like that could see something makes people see you in a different light. Like, right, this
Mm.
person, I don't know whether I don't believe in destiny. I believe you create your own destiny, but some people might say that, oh, if because you lived, you created your destiny. If that makes sense, like death was on the cards, and you was like, no, you're like even Audrey, she said like angels were carrying you that day, like angels were
Mm.
carrying you. I was like, like age 2, you don't know anything. So it's like you don't know enough about angels, you don't know about life. You just know that even physically, you don't even know you felt like if I was like a grown man that I am now, I would have died. If that makes sense.
Wow. But as a child, so you were on your deathbed. They were about to turn off your life support.
Yeah,
And what stopped them from turning on your life support? What happened?
because I woke up out of this coma. So I woke up out of this coma, like they were literally seconds away from turning my life support off. And they was like, this kid's gone, like this baby's gone, like he's not gonna survive. And then like I woke up, and it was like, bro, like I'm Jordan's awake, and I'm like, I don't remember this because I was 2 years old. No one, like I don't remember this conversation, but people remind me of it nearly every time I see certain people. So it's crazy. It's actually crazy.
So Jordan, let me. I mean, that's phenomenal. Like that is just a breathtaking to live. Like for me, who I've never had that experience, and to know that you were seconds away from being dead,
Yeah,
technically,
yeah.
and within a second of them attempting to reach a turn of the life support, you woke up. How do you see life now? Like, how do you live your life now? Do you live
Like
it in, oh my God, every moment is so precious? Or, do you just think, well, I'm alive, so what? How do you live your life?
the way I live my life, like I take every single second so seriously. Like if I'm gonna do something, like even to this day, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it 120%. Like it's not no, like I'm gonna do it. If I don't know if anything, it's not even just like academia or work or even relationships, like with people, like not intimate relationships, but relationships in the sense of like friendship and like family. Like I see those things very important because at the end of the day, like I give everything 120%. So that's
Wow.
why like an incident like that kind of reformed my mentality even at a young age.
So let me answer this question. I can only imagine how something so life changing could
Yeah,
literally make you appreciate life. And I'm going to ask you a question because based on what you just said and based on the experience you've had, somebody like you who've been given a second chance, technically,
yeah,
that's what it is, right?
100%,
Do
100%.
you keep malice? Do you have people who you carry in your heart? Do you find it hard to forgive? Do you struggle with, do you get into arguments? I mean, we all do, but do you keep that? Do you hold it here? Or do you think, you know what? I've had a second chance at life. I'm not going to carry anything here. I'm going to
Mm.
have my beef with people, but I'm going to drop it when I'm done. We're going to be brother again. How do you live your life from that perspective?
From that perspective, like when I was younger, I used to be very angry, and but I didn't know why. I didn't know why I was angry. I just felt like just I know it's just like a boisterous thing to like always fight or always like hate. I don't know whether hate is the right word, but like always feel that need to be aggressive.
It's okay, Jordan. You can be honest here. We do total honesty here, like where it's a very honest canvas. You can be honest about it, like no judgment, no heat.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, I do feel like I used to have a lot of anger. I don't know, not even towards anyone particular, but just like getting into fights every day, and every day of the week I would get into a fight. Imagine that,
Mm,
like a young black boy from. It's like I was like the stereotype. I was like, oh, he's an angry black boy kind of thing. I was like, ooh, like I didn't know whether that sit well with me, but like at home I was a different person, and at school I was a different person. So it's like, where do I find who I truly am?
Hold on, that's a deep question. How old were you when you asked yourself that question? That is a deep question. Where do I find who? Can somebody write that for me, please, in the group? Somebody write this for me. Where do I find who I truly am? Like, I'm gonna name this title that. Where do I find who I truly am? That is a really big, deep question.
Mm.
What age were you?
Pardon?
What age were you
When I had this like thought,
when you
I
had
think
that?
when I was about 14. About 14, I had those type of thoughts because like I had a tutor that he could rap, and he was a good rapper, but he was a science
Mm,
teacher. So he like kind of showed me like I was not dumb, but I was like kind of I wasn't that bright. Like I knew the right things to do, but I was like, oh, like let me just fight it out and let me just be a typical boy for a bit. So it's like he told me, you know what, you can be anything you want. Like Mr. Darren Gray, I remember his whole name, Darren Gray. He kind
Mr.
of
Darren Gray, wherever you are, we thank you because teachers can make you or break you, and we know that. And as a former teacher myself, I know that. Thank you, Mr. Darren Gray. Thank you, Mr. Darren Gray. Wow,
yeah. So
that is
he
impactful.
like the way I am is kind of a reflection of how he was. Like me, like I'm always energetic. Like I'm always like even he'll be like 9 o'clock in the morning. He'll come with the same energy. So I just took that and then I started being good at science. So I started to think to myself, who am I? Like I'm no one in my house.
Ooh.
Like I thought, do you know? Like it's not like I can't explain it, but it's like I'm one of six.
Mm,
I'm the second youngest. Yeah.
mm.
So when it comes to having a voice, it's not really as a male. Even though in some cultures males are whatever age you are, you're still a man. But in the Caribbean Jamaican household, it's like as a boy you're seen not heard like any other child.
But listen to me, I'm Jamaican. I understand that totally. Like, I
Yeah,
get
you
it.
know what I'm
But
saying?
you're not heard. Hey, Boxy boy, be quiet.
Yeah,
I know.
quite your mark.
Mm.
And then when I'm at school, I'm like this top guy. Like there's
So you
people.
had two personalities, right?
Yeah, like at home I was Jordan, be quiet, shut up, sit down. You understand? And at school they're like, Jay, give me the answers, like give me the answers for this test. And I'm thinking, like, where do I fit that exactly what I said before, where do I fit in
It
this
was
in
confusing for you.
yeah, it was very confusing. It was very confusing for me.
And do you think just let's just go back to the place where you said, who am I really? Who am I really am? Do you think, Jordan, that do you know the reason you were angry at school? Can you identify that now in reflection? Do you know why you were angry?
There were things going on at home like domestic abuse, stuff like that. So that's the reason and like I didn't know who I was. Of course when you're in primary school, you're in like midway through secondary school, no one knows who they truly are. But then I was thinking, I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so it's like there was gang members, there was like drug dealing, there were murders, there were like all these things going around me, and then like school was my safe haven.
Mm.
You
Oh,
understand?
brother, can you high five me? I feel that one, bro. Listen to me, Jordan, I get that. You see, I get that. School
Yeah,
was my savior. It was like that coat, that protective layer around me. So I
that's
understand that.
yeah. So when I went to school, I'm a spoken word artist now because of how I adapted myself in school. Like the writing, the expressing yourself, the like getting like I can't explain it, but it's like
An
putting
outlet.
an outlet and yeah, that an outlet. So I could write for like long, and then I started becoming academically smart rather than just like morally
No,
smart.
no. You didn't start becoming academically smart. You now started owning who you really were.
Yeah.
So the question of who I am, who I truly am, was now coming out, because you didn't just become academically smart. You were always academically smart, but sometimes what's happening around us overshadow that. So, for example, the domestic violence at home, for example, may have overshadowed that, because, and then you're being subdued at home. So you're trying to be dual personality. So I just want to correct you that you were always
Yeah.
smart.
Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. I've never thought of that concept before, but yeah, like when I started, like I remember like it's yesterday, like my teacher was like, no, he got a D in he got a level, like a D in his test. She was like, no, I refuse. He got a C. So she sent it off to the remarkers, and they remarked, and I got a C. And she was like, see, I told you, like he's too bright for this class. And then I don't know, something happened. It's like I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go full throttle. I'm not gonna sit around, and I'm not gonna wait for people to give me my opportunity. I'm gonna take it.
Hold on.
So,
Can somebody type that for me? Because he's dropping some bombs in here. He wasn't going to wait. Can somebody type this, please? Audrey, Queen, anybody. I was not going to wait for anybody to give me my opportunities. I was going to take it. Jordan, don't speak yet. I need somebody to drop that for me. Somebody to write that for me. Because that is such a bomb right there. Jordan said he decided he wasn't going to wait for anybody. Can somebody type for me, please? Anybody type for me. He was not going to wait for anybody. I'm not saying anybody typing, so I'm going to type. He was not going to wait for anyone, anybody. Let me just put anybody somewhat effective to give him opportunities. Right? I'm going to write ops. He was going to create his own. You see, Jordan, I have to type this, because this is so important, and I'll tell you why it's important. Because even in this group where we're talking to these people and individuals here, we're saying to them, later on, we say, here's an opportunity. And some of them will get this, and I want to remind them. So continue.
Yeah, so like this is when I was I was 14 when I realized that I could do it. Like I could do this academically, I could do this, like be a responsible adult, I could do this, like being mature. Like I thought, yeah, I could do it. And then something happened between the age of 16 to 17. So like 16, I passed my grade, I got grades, I got B's and C's and whatever, A's, whatever. And I was like, there's something missing.
Wow.
There's something missing. Like this academia can't be it. It can't be it, if that makes sense.
You are operating at a high level of consciousness.
Yeah, no, I've always operated on that type of level. I've always, even from a young age, I've always seen, like, I remember watching Boys in the Hood at age like 5.
Wow.
So I always look like, the side when he says something about, sorry to divert, but where he talks about gentrification in the neighborhoods.
Yes.
So I started talking about that type of thing at like age 13, 14. My friends were like, oh, where do you read this stuff? I'm like, oh,
yeah, which planet are you on?
Yeah, so I've always been like the kind of, I've always been cool. Like the guys, everyone liked me, like the thugs, the girl, like everyone liked me, but I was always on another level, if that makes sense. So fast forward now. So 16, 17, I passed my grades. I go to first year of college.
No, you said this had to be more. I want you to talk about that. There had to be more to this.
Yeah, like I always thought there must be more to just studying. So I was like, okay, like I've always thought in my head, I want to be like the best of the best. But I didn't know how to get there at 16, 17.
You didn't have the tools and the skills.
I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the understanding. I was a bit too old for my age.
Yes.
When you're working on that high frequency, it's like you see things more than other people.
You have insight.
Yeah. So 16, 17 now, I was thinking, okay, cool. I'm gonna stay at this sixth form. I stayed at my college because I didn't feel like I could get into college. I didn't feel like college was the right step for me at that time. Just because of the maturity rate and the freeness of it. I like to kind of be structured. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you like structure. You're like me.
Yeah, I like structure. So if I say 9 o'clock, you have to be there. So it's like that's kind of thing. So
That's discipline, you know. And can I just stop? Some of us on here don't have discipline. And
yeah,
you don't understand that for us to get to our optimum, we need to be disciplined.
yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, 16, 17. I remember this day so clearly. So it was my birthday on May the 10th. Yeah. And my sister's boyfriend, he's this is different story. My sister's boyfriend took us out to a pub and we drank. Like I had my first alcohol at 17, and then he called my school. He's like, yeah, Jordan's got a dentist appointment. Obviously, it's my birthday. Like, do you know lives there? Like everyone's done it. So it's like he said, oh, he's got a dentist appointment. But really, I was in a pub. I was drinking. I had some food. It was a sunny day. I remember it so clearly. So fast forward to July. That's when everything went like pear-shaped. Everything went pear-shaped. So I was admitted into I was sectioned. So I got sectioned under...
Section. Hold on. How did we move, Jordan, from the young man who just told me, you can't drop these bombs on me, hold on. Caught me up. From the young man who was operating at a high frequency to coming to his 17th birthday, who know that there was more to life than this, and you got sectioned. Like, you just left something out there. There's a gap for me. What happened?
So
you don't have to talk about if you're not comfortable.
No, I'm comfortable. I've gotten over it. I've gotten over it. So it was a lot of pressure. It was like there was pressure from my family to do well. There was pressure from like teachers to be like they always knew that Jordan's gonna do it. I felt like there was a weight on my shoulders.
Wow.
If that makes sense, I felt like there was such a pressure for me to be someone. Like I was like, at that time I was like, oh, I'm done with school. Like I'm finished. Like I've got the grades. I've done everything. I've put 120% into my essays. I've done 120%. What more do you want from me? So that kind of like internal battling of society and people wanting me to do what they want me to do and what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
I hope the parents are listening, because Jordan, this is like so heavy. Like there's so much nugget. Because I listened to you a while ago and you struck a chord for me with my own daughter. Yeah. Literally. Like I wanted her to go to Cuba. I wanted her to do medicine. And she didn't want to do it. And I felt like I put a lot of pressure on her back in the days when I wasn't as awakened as I am now. So I'm a Jamaican mom, and I just listen to that just does something to me. Yeah.
It's very typical of like African Caribbean people to put that pressure, not because they hate you or because they don't like you. It's because they're coming from a situation where they didn't have. So when you don't have, it's like, I want my children to be the best. I want my children to be like. Do you understand? It's that parental pressure that every parent has on their child, regardless of, it might not be a doctor or a lawyer. Like my dad wanted me to be a lawyer. I was like, Dad, I didn't like law. I studied law. I hated it. So Pardon?
You got sectioned at 17. Is it at 17?
Yes, sir. 17, I got sectioned. It's like me, I look at it, alright, cool. So
hold on, Jordan, hold on. For those who don't understand this, because in some cultures it's not called section. He was admitted to a mental hospital. Is that what you mean? So let me just be clear. For those who in Jamaica, he went to Madhouse. That's what we call it down there. In England, it's section. I don't call it in America. Let me just clarify this. In England, they're quick to section black people. So I'm not even going to go to the political section of it. We're going to leave that for now.
Yeah, we're living in the political side is the political side. But personally, it's like, I wasn't myself. Like, I feel like all the society and the teachers and the parents and like my friends was like, yeah, you're gonna be great, you're gonna save us, and you're gonna be like the hood savior. And I'm just like, bro, like I'm 17. What are you expecting of me?
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of pressure to carry.
That's what I'm saying. So those are pressures were going on internally, like, and outside wise. So Like there was a lot of pressure. So I was like, nah, I'm like my mind was like I can do it, but my body was like you need rest. And like 4 days before I was sectioned, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating. What else? Like me, I'm a guy that I take care of my appearance. So when I wasn't dressing well and I wasn't doing, friends were like, what's wrong with Jordan? Like, is he okay? But I didn't like when you're mentally unwell, you don't see these things. You don't see how you're dressed, how other people see you. It's not like real. Like it's like kind of like, how can I put it? It's it's like you're seeing yourself, but you can't stop yourself from doing what you're doing.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
This is deep for me, and this is personal.
No, I don't mind because I'm over it. I've healed. And that's what my healing has started. Well, my healing started about 5 years ago.
So tell me, how long did you stay in the mental hospital?
About a year. So I was in there a year, but the great thing about me is that I'm always studying. So like I'm always studying how much my body can take, how much my mind can take. I was reading in there, like I was reading books. I was academic. I was reading up, like I was studying it. I was studying sociology. I was studying law. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this situation that I can't control improve my life for the better.
Jordan, I'm gonna pause there for a second. I have to take it in because you
I told you
know
it's deep. I told you I would. I would.
I've got a daughter who's got mental challenges, and I actually want you. I mean, Audrey and I are close friends, so and your family to Audrey. So I want to connect you to my daughter because just listening to that, like that touched me in a place that hurts.
Yeah, 100%.
But in a place that just listening to you on the other side, I feel like there's no coincidence in life. Audrey was meant to do this interview, not me.
No,
And
it's fine.
I feel like I needed to do this interview because I needed to hear this. But let me answer the question because I always ask the question. I always hear it. When you're in a mental hospital, and I'm not being intrusive, stop me if I am, is it true that they give you a lot of injections?
No, they do.
Okay, good.
There's a thing in science called trial and error.
Yes.
It's the same thing with I think that they do it in law and stuff like that as well.
Yes.
So it's trial and error. So it's not like they're sitting there and they're just giving you medication.
They're trying to see what works to get your balances right.
Yeah. So basically, what I've learned is that with mental illness, it's not everyone's the same, but with me, my serotonin. So
What does that mean?
so your serotonin is basically your brain, how your brain's working and how your body's there, like kind of chemical reaction that's going on in your body.
Yes.
So if your serotonin is low or is too high, you'll most likely have a breakdown.
So is it a hormonal balance?
Yeah, basically, but the hormone is serotonin.
Talk me through how you get over the other side, because guess what? You're on the other side. Because what I hear is, you know what? This is where I needed to go to just heal. But while I was in there healing, I was refueling myself. I realized I came to a low point. I realized that I needed to go. But societal pressure, so parents don't pressure your children. My life came to the point where I was carrying the whole community. Everybody wanted me to be the savior, and I couldn't be the savior. So I had to go on a little point of a retreat. And in that retreat, I rebuilt myself. And tell me where you are, Jordan, because you came out of there.
What now? Where am I now?
How did you get out? Tell me what happened. Talk me through the out and where you are now. Because Jordan, this is one of the strongest interviews I've done in a long time. And I'm so glad we persevered, because just like the life support, the 1 second, when you came on, there's a 1 second thing about you, Jordan. It was 1 second. The mouse was in my hand to click close. And you appeared. Like no joke. I was about to close the interview.
Yeah.
And so, within 1 second, you were here of me closing.
Do you know what it is? I don't know whether you believe in God or you believe in a religion or you believe in spirituality, but I believe that. Huh? You do?
I do.
Okay, you do. So with me, I believe in both God and spirituality.
Yes.
So like it intertwines itself. So I believe in timing. I
Mm.
believe in things called if you speak something into the universe, 100% it will come back to you.
Mm.
So if you say to yourself, I'm not gonna make like I remember sitting in my house and saying, I'm not gonna let this get to me. Like I'm not gonna let this mental illness get to me. I'm not gonna let it tear up my life and break up my family. Do you understand? So
Mm.
I made a decision at like 18 that I'm not gonna make it happen to me. That whatever the case may be, it's not like obviously that I had a great support system, I had friends, I had family, but when it comes to the mind and how you internalize things. So if you say to yourself, I can't do it, 100% you can't do it. You just told yourself you can't do it.
Mm.
But if you say to yourself, like for instance, if you're running a race and you say like I say you're running 100 meters and you say at 50 meters I'm not gonna make it, you're not. That's how I see it. I see
Mm.
I see not that it's a race, but it's a race of your own.
Yes. And the race of the mind.
The race of the mind as well. So like me, like I've learned how to combat my mind. So that sometimes I won't go to sleep. I won't like stay up all night and like drink alcohol and smoke weed anymore. Like I used to do all those things. I used to smoke weed. I used to drink. But now I'm just like, is that really benefiting me, or is it pressures of peer pressure? Because my friends smoke weed, I have to smoke it. Sometimes I'm with my friends and they're smoking weed. I'm just like, that's not me anymore. And I feel like it's how can I put it? You really know who your friends are and who people you need to be around.
Woo!
So in that sense, like I feel with age, not even just with mental health, with age, you learn a lot of things with yourself.
Mm.
So when you're saying like trial and error, the same thing they use in medicine and the same things they use in other things, it's like you have to know how much trial and errors you have to go through before you become this great person. I don't believe in greatness. I believe that everyone's an individual. So like mental illness, it's not a funny thing, but to me, I always find the humor in certain things. I
Where's the
always
book?
find it.
Where's the book?
Huh?
Where's the book? Has Audrey started writing the book with you yet?
Not yet, not yet. That's a 2020 plan. That's a
Yeah,
2020
you have
plan.
to write that book, Jordan, because I believe that there's so many young people struggling with mental illness, especially Black children. And I'm not saying only Black children, because
No,
all
no, no.
all races, all race has mental illness. But I really believe that you have some tools that you can share. I'm actually going to connect it to my daughter because she needs to hear from somebody like yourself. So because of time constraint and I need to run, I'm going to have you back. Would you mind? I'd love to have you back here, plan something, read properly, get the text together and have you back. Tell me now, Jordan, where are you now? Where are you at in your life?
Right now, it's funny. It like right now, it's not the best, but it's a long shot from where it was. You understand? Like I'm studying, I'm doing really well. I'm a community developer. I'm a um I'm a spoken word artist. I'm a public speaker as well.
Wow.
Uh, Literally, I've got a public speaking event next week, Monday.
Nice.
So it's talking about mental health and religion and faith. I'm
Yes.
not. I want to give my input, but I don't really. Sometimes when you're talking with public speakers, it's kind of like they don't want you to say yes to everything. So you want to have a little bit of combat. So
Yes.
that's what I'm offering. So it's it's going well. It's going well. It's going well.
So what are you studying in university?
Social science, community development, and youth work.
Nice. That is just so amazing. You touched something in my heart, and I'm just so proud of the path you've walked. What would you say your biggest lesson has been, or what's been your biggest resource? What has been the biggest thing that has helped you to find the self-confidence, to find this self-love, to find this worth and purpose, because you're walking in purpose right now?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
would you say the biggest lesson for you has been?
My lesson. I know this might sound a bit cliche, but don't smoke. Don't sweat the big things. Like I know people say it a lot. Like don't. They all say that. Don't sweat the big things. But I really mean it. Like I don't say like I'm gonna take over the world and I'm gonna be a president of America or I'm gonna be the prime minister of Britain or I want to buy an island in Fiji. But I've got the mindset that if I want to get somewhere, I will get there. And no,
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
Go on, sorry.
So with me, I literally take one day at a time. One day at a time.
Ooh. You know, when I was in Jamaica, girl, my mom used to sing "One Day at a Time."
Yeah.
Jesus. And you know, you just think that's all I'm asking from you, and you never even understand what they were saying. But it's one day at a
Yeah.
time for your mental health, isn't it?
Yeah. So literally, like with me, not even with mental health, with everything. Like if I say for instance, I have an essay and I'll be like, oh, I've got 2,000 words. You don't have to condense 2,000 words to one day. It's literally 2,000 words over 2 weeks. It's good to get it done in a week, but don't stress yourself over something that, one, if you're sick and you're ill, they're not gonna say, oh, yeah, I want to visit. Like I remember when I got stabbed. Sorry to cut this, but I remember when I
You
got
got
stabbed, and
that.
yeah, I've been stabbed. So yeah, when I got stabbed, the friend that I was protecting didn't even visit me in hospital. So I've always had that mentality that why am I gonna stress myself over something that is so, like, in the grand scheme of things, not important, if that makes sense.
You gotta come back, Jordan. You gotta come back here. Gotta get you back because you got stabbed. You made it out of mental health hospital. You gotta come back because, and the sad thing is, I'm teaching in another class at 9 o'clock. I don't want to cut you because I want you to come back because I know I know that we haven't heard all of you. You're not done
No,
yet.
you haven't. You haven't.
And I really I probably wanna have a series with you because that is so fundamental. But tell me this. What has been the most mental lesson you've learned? Like, I hear you about the life lesson, but I
Mental.
know that mental health is like really important. Like, we need
Yeah,
to look at our mental health.
yeah.
What's been
So
your biggest mental health lesson?
mental health lesson.
Yeah.
Literally, like, it's not over. It's not I'm going to go through mental health and that's it, and that's my life for the rest of my life. No, you're gonna have
Can
kids.
you
You're gonna have,
Can you see my bracelet?
yeah.
I wear a mental health bracelet every day
Okay, yeah.
because we all have mental health issues, all of us.
All of us do, but it's some
All of
people. Unfortunately, it's the young black boys and young black girls that are sectioned more often than not. So
That's political, and we're gonna talk about that because I know that's a political issue, and I know
I know,
that.
but I just put that out there. So when it comes when it comes to mental illness, I don't say, oh, it defines me. It doesn't define me.
It doesn't.
It doesn't mean just because you say I have this label doesn't it doesn't define me. I'm still Jordan James. Like, I'm still gonna do great in my life.
Woo.
So it's one of those things. It doesn't define me.
Awesome. Jordan, I'm going to have you back. And I'm just so grateful because I'd love to connect you to my daughter who has mental health challenges. And one of her biggest fears is that she gets sectioned. So she hardly goes to seek the help she needs.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that off air. I'd love you to connect with her. I'd love you to support her. And Audrey, I think you'd back up me with that as well. I think my daughter could benefit from somebody like you because she has a chemical imbalance. I don't know which one it
yeah.
is. She's afraid of she's afraid of what the system might do, and because we've seen it happen with some other people,
No, no,
and
100%.
that's not the case. But and guys, in this group, I'm just very open and honest and vulnerable and honest about it. This is what this group is about. It's about being honest to share your stories to empower somebody else. What I want you to take from what Jordan has said tonight, I'm gonna give him a last word in a minute. But what I want you to take from what Jordan has said is that look after your mental health. Don't suffer in silence. Don't be on your own, and don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what I heard. Jordan, your last words before you come back and join us.
My last words: growth is essence. So continue growing in your essence.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to connect. I'm going to get your details of Audra with your permission.
Yeah,
And I'm going to connect you with my daughter because I think you could be healthy for her. And I want to have you back. So we're gonna connect with off air about that. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for waiting with us. It was such an amazing wait. It was worth the wait. It was hard to get connected, but can you imagine if we missed this? I think every Black boy should hear this story. Every boy should hear this story. I think there's something here for everyone. Jordan, thank you so much. Tomorrow night, we have Linda, who's going to come and talk about your health and your eating and how that impacts your health, your forgiveness, your self-esteem, your mental state. And we're going to have that conversation right here tonight. The details are coming out later. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone, and bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.